Right, so here we go. Welcome to my annual moment of madness. Probably the most scary email I've had recently is one from an IFA a few days ago saying, I'm really sorry I can't make it because of the trains, but I look forward to next year. I think they have no idea what it takes putting this kind of thing together. So I'm going to start with thank yous. First of all, thank you all for coming. We've obviously had so many people over the last few days and weeks saying this is just impossible for various reasons that we all absolutely know and understand, and clearly the trains were not a big help. So also I want to say thank you to the guys from Reset Connect who basically dug me out of quite a large hole that I was getting myself into. So Duncan and team have done a fantastic job helping us make this all happen. We've got George and Hannah who will be handling the mics today a lot of the time. Some of you will know my son George even, and family friend Hannah. Please ask questions at any time. I want lots of interaction. I've completely let my script go as well, so this is just going to have to come out as it comes out. So basically, ask questions as we go through. And I've put, more precisely, Hannah has put some red paper on each of the tables. I am very aware, even from doing some prep sessions with people who know the industry, that we all speak slightly different languages. So if there is anything that you don't understand and someone's lost you, please just wave your card, okay? Wave your red card and say, stop, we need to go through that. Hannah and George will get the mic to you and we'll get the conversation going. I do not want today to be all about me or anyone else standing up just presenting non-stop. That is no fun for anybody. We've got to get the interaction going. And we will learn what things you find interesting, what things you're interested in. So also to thank, of course, the venue. Justicio's here somewhere, I believe, or was. This is an amazing venue. We had the Barbican cancel on us a few weeks ago, which was not great. And these guys, again, another amazing group of people who just said, yep, fine, we're free. So John found this, and it's just a beautiful place. I gather the church was built in 1729. One of the early preachers in here was John Wesley, Methodist preacher, founder of the Methodist movement, who some of you may know was very involved in that thinking, was involved in the launch of the first fund in this market, Stewardship, which some of you will know me from those days when I worked there at Friends. People always think it's just Quakers. It wasn't. It was a joint effort. Like anything in this area, it's a joint effort. You've got to get people together. You've got to get people helping one another, people that believe the same stuff. So the purpose of this event, and frankly everything we do, is to try and share information. Obviously today's about getting people together and getting people rubbing shoulders and talking about ideas. There are some people who've made some pretty nasty comments about people in this area using words like, we're on a journey. To my mind, those sorts of criticisms are incredibly pompous. We are on a journey. We have not reached our sustainable future that we have absolutely got to get to. We're all travelling still, and we're all recognising the need for compromise right the way through, and we've all got differences in opinion, but if we can move in the same general direction, we will get there. So do not worry if you're talking to people who maybe don't think the same as you, don't offer the same funds as you, or don't offer funds that you like. We're all the good guys in the room here, right? We're all trying to do something. We're all trying to move towards more sustainable investment, which finances and capitalises and helps build that future that we've got to build for our kids, grandchildren, friends, family, uncles, aunts, nephews, nieces, whoever. So we're all the people who are trying to do something. So, well done for being here, and thank you for being part of all of this, and especially this today. There's one other introductory thing I need to say, which is that we have people here from a wonderful company called Scriberia, who are going to be doing a picture board of what we're saying throughout the event today. So they're going to be using the agenda, which I hope picks up on the main issues that we will hear about during the course of the day, because they're really important, and they will be major focuses of what we're expecting from the SDR paper, that when that gets released by the FCA, hopefully within a few weeks, hopefully by the end of the month. So Scriberia will be capturing what we're talking about. But I know I've only mentioned it to one or two of you, but I've also had this other slightly crazy idea. Not quite as crazy as running an event this size, but it's kind of up there. I've got nowhere, as you all know, we work from home. I work from home. I've got nowhere to put a board that size. They will put it into a JPEG and have it so we've got it electronically, and they'll touch it up and make it look all beautiful. But there are some envelopes somewhere. We will find them. I would like us to do a silent auction if we can, because you may or may not know, we've had Ukrainians living with us since June. And I'm going to well up here, but the situation they're facing is horrendous. And if we can use some money, either make a donation or buy the board off us. I'm thinking please start at something like a few £100, because I can't be doing with the admin if it's less than that. Just don't worry. Let's try and make a donation to the DEC humanitarian aid appeal that's for helping people in Ukraine. So that's a personal bit done there. So our lives have largely become dictated to, or not dictated to, but really, when the bombs drop and when things go wrong in Ukraine, we hear about it every single day, morning, noon and night, and it's a really big deal. So if we can raise something for them, I think that'd be nice. So I've already said interaction, I've already said red cards, feedback forms, there might be some on the tables already. If anyone is just staying for 1 or 2 sessions, please give us your feedback. Just leave us a note, leave it on the table, we'll collect it up at the end, or you can hand it to Hannah or George or the other helpers. And what else to say? You're obviously hearing from the FCA today. There are people from the regulator, there are people from media. We're going to be filming all day. I forgot to ask Justicia, but I'm pretty sure there's no fire alarms. If there are, panic. No, if there are, head out the door. There's the door's that way. And we'll be having food downstairs. You're welcome to bring food up if you want, but basically everything food-wise will be downstairs, and breaks downstairs, events and sessions up here. And without further ado, and crikey, I'm almost on time. How did I manage that? I'm going to welcome James onto the stage. So a lot of you will know James. James is the CEO of UCSIF, or as it is now called UK CIF, because you've got to have new CEO, loads of changes, and you've got US CIF as well, so it absolutely makes sense changing it, but I will slip into the old term very often. So UCSIF, as you probably know, is the Industry Association for Sustainable Finance. It's their job to drum up support and get things moving, loads of good work they do. I set up Good Money Week, which was originally National Ethical Investment Week with UCSIF. I was at Friends Prof at the time. We put the first money into it and kind of stirred and got it going. Organised it in 2008, got started in 2009, and now it's over to James to do what he wants to do with it. Pretty much, with the odd rocket lobbed in from people like me. But there you go. I'm going to hand over to James, so please come up.